Have you ever noticed how a baby who can't even hold a spoon properly will stop everything, drop whatever they're doing, and stare at a stranger's face like it's the most fascinating thing in the entire universe? What if I told you that this tiny, seemingly simple behavior is actually one of the most powerful survival tools the human brain has ever developed, and that inside those wide, curious baby eyes, something incredibly complex is happening that most parents never even think about? From the moment a baby is born, even before they can focus on toys, colors, or shapes clearly, they are somehow able to lock onto a human face. And scientists have discovered that this isn't an accident at all. It's wired into the brain from day one, because faces mean survival, faces mean food, faces mean safety, and faces mean love. So the brain of a newborn is almost obsessed with finding and studying faces the way a detective studies clues at a crime scene. Except this detective is only a few days old and can't even lift their own head yet. And that alone should make you pause and wonder just how much is happening inside that tiny mind that we can't see from the outside. And here is where it gets even more interesting. Because babies don't just look at faces. They specifically prefer to watch people who are moving, talking, smiling, or reacting more than they prefer to watch a still photograph or an unmoving object. And this tells us something deeply important, that babies are not just looking, they are learning. Every single blink, every smile, every raised eyebrow is like a tiny lesson being absorbed silently, without a single word being spoken. Imagine sitting in a classroom where the teacher never says anything out loud, but somehow you're still learning the most important lessons of your life. That is exactly what a baby experiences every single day just by watching the people around them. And this is where the first surprising twist comes in, because researchers have found that babies are especially drawn to eyes more than any other part of the face. And this is not just cute, it's actually strategic, because the eyes tell a baby where danger might be, where comfort might come from, and whether the person in front of them is safe or not. So when a baby stares deeply into your eyes, they are not just admiring you, they are quietly asking a question without any words. The question is simple but powerful. Can I trust you? And this single realization can completely change the way you look at every innocent baby stare from now on. Because it's never really just a stare. It's a tiny investigation into whether the world around them is a safe place to grow up in. And if you've ever held a baby and noticed how they seem to study your face like they're trying to memorize it, that is exactly what is happening. Their brain is building what psychologists call an emotional map, learning to recognize different expressions, different tones, different moods, so that later in life, they can understand human emotions almost instantly, without anyone teaching them directly. And this is why, long before a baby says their first word, they already understand emotional signals better than most adults realize. They can sense when someone is upset, even if that person is smiling. They can feel tension in a room even without knowing why. And this incredible ability starts from all those quiet moments of simply watching people. And here comes the second surprising twist, one that might genuinely shock you. Scientists have discovered that babies actually prefer watching real human interaction more than watching a screen. Even if the screen shows the exact same face, the exact same voice, and the exact same expressions, this means a baby's brain can somehow tell the difference between a real living connection and a recorded one, even though visually they might look almost identical. And this tiny discovery carries a massive emotional message, because it shows that human connection is not just something babies enjoy. It's something they instinctively search for, something their brain is designed to crave, almost like they already know, deep down, that real human presence offers something no screen ever could: warmth, safety, unpredictability, and love. And when you really sit with that thought, it becomes almost emotional, because in a world where screens are everywhere, a baby's brain is quietly reminding us of something we sometimes forget as adults, that nothing replaces real human connection, not even the most advanced technology. And this brings us to a beautiful, relatable moment that almost every parent has experienced without realizing its deeper meaning. That moment when a baby is fussy, upset, maybe even crying, and instead of a toy or a distraction, all it takes is a familiar face leaning close, smiling gently, and suddenly the crying slows down. The tiny body relaxes and calm returns. This isn't magic. It's psychology. It's the baby's brain recognizing safety through a human face and realizing in that moment that they are not alone. And it's a quiet reminder that long before children understand language, they already understand presence, they already understand emotional safety, and they already understand love expressed simply through eye contact and gentle expression. And if you think about it deeply, this single behavior, a baby staring at people, watching faces, studying expressions, is actually laying the foundation for everything that person will become later in life. Their ability to read people, to sense emotions, to build relationships, to feel empathy. All of it begins in these early, seemingly ordinary moments of simply watching. And this is where the emotional realization begins to build, because it means that every time you look at a baby and they look back at you, something invisible but incredibly powerful is happening. A silent exchange of trust, safety, and connection, one that shapes the emotional wiring of a human being for the rest of their life. And it also means that as adults, we have more influence over a baby's emotional development than we ever imagined. Not through toys, not through fancy gadgets, but through something as simple as our presence, our expressions, our eye contact, and our warmth. And maybe this is one of life's quiet lessons, hidden inside something as small as a baby's curious stare. That connection, real human connection, is one of the most basic yet most powerful needs we are born with, one that no device, no screen, and no amount of technology can ever fully replace. And perhaps the next time you see a baby staring at you with those big, curious eyes, you'll understand that they aren't just looking at your face. They're quietly learning about trust, about safety, about love, and in a strange, beautiful way, they're teaching us something too, reminding us to slow down, to look people in the eyes, to be present, and to remember that before words, before language, before anything else, human connection was always the very first language we ever learned. So maybe babies aren't the only ones who need to keep watching people's faces a little more closely. Maybe we all do. And if this made you see babies in a whole new light, imagine what other secrets are hidden inside the human mind, waiting to be discovered. Subscribe for more Mind Secrets